you are at the airport and you don't know what questions to ask and how to answer their questions, then keep watching this video and learn English with me. Hi, my name is Karina and today we are going to go through the airport step by step, learning important vocabulary and useful phrases along the way. So let's look at the first conversation at the check-in desk. So let me tell you a little story. Jack is flying from, let's say, New York to LA. When he arrives at the airport, he goes to the check-in desk where he has a conversation with the agent. Good afternoon. Where are you flying to today? Los Angeles. May I have your passport, please? Here you go. Are you checking any bags? Oh, just this one. Okay, please place your bag on the scale. I have a layover in Chicago. Do I need to pick up my luggage there? No, it will go straight to LA. Here you are. Your flight leaves from gate 10A and it will begin boarding at 1:30. Your seat number is 25A. Thanks. So let's look closer at this conversation. Instead of where are you flying to today?
Where are you flying to today, gentlemen?
The agent may ask, what's your final destination? And the answer will be the same. I'm flying to LA. Or my final destination is LA. The phrase, here you go, you can use anytime when you want to give something to somebody. To check your bags means to put them on the airplane inside of the cargo compartment. And a small bag you take with you on the airplane is called a carry-on. And you need to put your carry-on through the X-ray machine at the security. The scales is the equipment that tells you the weight of your luggage. For example, 25 kilograms. And a layover. A layover is when the airplane stops in different cities before continuing to the final destination. Did you ever have a layover? How many hours did you wait at the airport? And of course, you always have your boarding pass with you. What is boarding pass? A boarding pass, it's like a ticket that permits you to enter the airplane. And then the boarding starts. When a plane begins boarding, it means that passengers start to enter the plane. And now let's look at other questions and phrases you can use at the airport. If it happens that you can't find your check-in desk, you can ask, excuse me, where is the American airline check-in desk? Or if you want to take many bags, you can ask, so how many bags can I check in?
How many bags?
And if you have a layover, you can ask, will my luggage go straight through or do I need to pick it up in Chicago, for example? You can use this question just to make sure that your luggage will go with you. The next question is, how much is the fee? If your bag is heavier than the weight limits, or if your bag is larger than the size limits, you may need to pay some fees. An oversized baggage fee or overweight baggage fee. The fees can be very different, maybe from $75 to $300. It's always different. And some airlines in the United States also charge for all checked bags. The next phrase you can say, please mark this as fragile. Fragile means easily broken, damaged, or destroyed. Make sure to say that if you have fragile or sensitive items in your bag that might break. The next question, is the flight on time? The agent will respond yes if the flight is on time, or there is a 20-minute delay. Delay means that the plane will leave later than expected. And you might hear some extra questions in the US. So on the flights going to or inside the US, you might be asked some security questions. before or during the check-in. And here are some very basic questions, and be honest and answer yes to these questions. They are very simple questions to answer, like, did you pack your bag yourself?
I should ask you, did you pack your bags yourself?
Has your luggage been in your possession all the time? Which means, was your luggage with you all the time? Are you carrying any firearms or flammable materials? Firearm, it's a gun that you can carry easily. Flammable. Liquids, gases, materials burn easily. The next question is, have you ever left your luggage unattended at any time? Which means, have you ever left your luggage somewhere? Or unattended means when you did not watch or look after it. For example, passengers should not leave their bags unattended, which means they always should look after or watch their bags. And the last question, has anyone given you anything to carry on the flight? And conversation number 2, going through security. There are 2 pieces of equipment in security. First, you put your bags through the X-ray machine and you walk through the metal detector. Some airports also use a body scanner for a more careful check. The X-ray machine has a conveyor belt that moves your bags automatically through the machine. You can put small items like keys, money into a plastic bin. So a conveyor belt, it's a continuous moving piece of rubber or metal used to transport objects from one place to another. And let's look at the example of the conversation that you might have at the security. Agent, please lay your bags flat on the conveyor belt and use the bins for a small object. Do I need to take my laptop out of the bag? Yes, you do. Take off your hat and your shoes too, and then you walk through the metal detector. If you hear the sound beep, 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 the agent might say, please step back. Do you have anything in your pocket, maybe keys or cell phone? I don't think so. Let me try taking off my belt. Agent, okay, come on through. And then Dan needs to go through the metal detector again. And if everything is okay after that, you don't hear any sound, the agent might say, you're all set. Have a nice flight. The phrase you're all set,
Yeah, you're all set.
is a very common expression that means you're finished and everything is okay and you're ready to go. And there is another very important part that you need to know about at the airport. It's announcements at the gates. As you probably already know, airports are divided into terminals, the major sections of the airport. And each terminal has many gates. And a gate is a door that you go through to enter the airplane. And here are a few announcements that you might hear while you are at the gate and waiting for the plane to board. The first announcement that you might hear, there has been a gate change. This means that the flight will leave from another gate and you need to go there. The next announcement, United Airlines 770 to New York is now boarding, which means it's time for you to enter the plane. Next announcement, please have your boarding pass and identification ready for boarding.
Boarding pass and ID, please.
Which means if you were shopping somewhere, you better go back to your gate and prepare all your documents and get ready for the flight. The next announcement, we would like to invite our first and business class passengers.
At this time, we'd like to begin boarding our first class passengers only.
Which means if you bought the first class ticket or business class ticket, you can enter the plane. The next very important announcement. We are now inviting passengers with small children and any passengers requiring special assistance to begin boarding. And passengers with special needs are children who travel alone, passengers in the wheelchairs, passengers requiring larger seats, and so on and so on. And finally, another announcement. And now we would like to invite all the passengers to board. This means that everyone can enter the plane. The next announcement. This is the final boarding call for United Airlines Flight 770 to New York.
This is the final boarding call for Flight 44.
This means it is the final opportunity for you to enter the plane before they close the door. And if they see that someone is missing, they can say, "Passenger John Smith, please proceed to the United Airlines desk at gate 10. Proceed means to move forward or travel in the particular direction. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope it was very useful for you. I hope to hear back from you some feedback. What did you use at the airport? I wish you to have a good flight. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel. I will really appreciate it, and it will motivate me to create more useful content for you. So thank you so much for doing this, and see you next time. Goodbye!